coming out, and this cast will come back again. But I tell you, if they really want to crank this up, they need to get Tony on the next one.
He's a preacher?
He is. He's a pastor.
Oh, okay.
Pastor
what about
Tony.
Mace?
Yeah, Mason Betha.
Mason, he's not in LA, he's in Georgia, I think.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So Tony's in
LA.
Yeah, Tony's in LA.
Okay.
I think that would be cool just to have that dynamic there. But
Or they might try to go to Georgia. Who knows? They might go to Preachers of Atlanta.
They get Bishop Eddie Long.
Oh my God. Say it ain't so.
Why you did?
Creflo.
You gonna stereotype all Atlanta?
They got all they can handle if they go to Atlanta.
They
got all they can handle.
Yeah, that would be a good.
It will be. Hi, and welcome to another exciting Okay, ready? Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Dawson Denise Show. This is our finale for the Preachers of LA.
Woo! Yes,
Episode 8.
And we're gonna kind of talk about episode 7 as well because we kind of left off from there. We had a lot going on, but definitely it has ended. And
sad?
Nah, I'm good. It was a good run through, like seeing how these pastors live out in LA. And we also have a guest, our good friend Zara is here.
Hello.
When we first started out, she appeared on some of our earlier videos. You guys can go through the archives.
And she was even there for us before we even knew this show was going to exist.
You know
because we used to do pimps in a pulpit before we even know. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
we saw this. Jesus ordained it. We
Exactly.
saw
Right.
You did.
Exactly.
Her blog talk stuff, she's come on there a lot and talk. So it's good to be here, all three of us again.
I do have to say though, I've never seen pastors and preachers that's
So
pimps, whatever the name of the show is, I have never actually seen it.
Yeah, but we just wanted her in with us because she's a good friend and she may give a perspective about some of the stuff we talk about from somebody who has not seen the show.
Right.
Okay, so let's go in with 7. What happened on 7 that was so intriguing? No, go ahead.
What I said was going to happen. Bishop wanted Loretta back, like I thought. Because why was she there from 1 all the way up until then if she wasn't gonna be his choice?
Exactly.
And he said she gets what she wants, so he gave it to her. But she wasn't letting him back in easy either. She said he's gonna have to work for it. So
Yeah. Well, you think 16 years to be in a friendship with somebody that's not a relationship, and we don't know if sex was involved in that friendship for 16 years.
You know,
we don't know.
Two attractive people, perhaps, right?
You would think
ask for forgiveness.
Ask for forgiveness, but we're gonna get on that about sex before marriage with another person too. But when you're thinking about,
We're asking that question in 2013.
Exactly.
But people think because people are Christian or they're following the rules of the Bible or what that they're not having sex. So if you have two people who are in the church or any type of religious organization where they say no sex before marriage, the scope is kind of like
the date on the calendar doesn't change that. It's the principle, right? No, I'm saying I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, you understand. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
I guess my heathen, I had a heathen filter for a minute, but now I just came back and realized the orthodoxy. Okay.
The orthodoxy, exactly.
Yes.
But do you think that's possible in 2013 going on 2014 that people who are, attracted to each other, who are just friends, they're not sexually active, or it's just, what do they say? It's just a platonic relationship.
And platonic friends are just ones I haven't fucked yet.
Yeah, I think
because no, seriously, like, are you that strong?
That's a good word.
Are you that strong?
Yeah, I want to get off my bishop, man. I think my bishop is strong. I don't know. I'm not in no one's house to say what they are and what they aren't doing. But like you said, with evangelicals, they really push that no sex before marriage. But when we look at the stuff that has been happening recently, we ain't even got to go abroad. We could look at local churches with people
being in the closet, molesting people.
Because a part of religion allows for you to be of flesh, right? We hear that in the Bible all the time. So you can ask for forgiveness.
Exactly.
So I really do think even if these two people did have sex and he's a bishop, a par for the course is forgiveness. In fact, that's all Jesus is a symbol of, forgiveness. So I'm sure they probably had sex and feel like, God will forgive us, right? So like I said, I haven't seen the show, but just the storyline that you and J-Lo gave, forgiveness is a part of that, tradition.
And he knows my heart, so I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna fall weak.
Come by the crib, come through.
Right, I'm gonna fall weak.
Y'all crazy.
And then I'm gonna ask for forgiveness.
Well, I can't sit here and say.
In terms of thinking that he didn't do it, I would like to know. Where you
She's
coming
a scholar, man. She's a professor.
I would like to know where you're coming from for that. So, like, thinking that he didn't do it. So, what's your rationale?
Because so many people, you know, I hate to say, you know, using the example, leading the sheep, the pastor is leading the sheep. Mm-hmm. So many people think if the pastor messed up, then it's going to make the church mess up, or if they're not living how they're supposed to live, then, you know, everybody else is going to go astray. Like, with, you know.
And you think he wouldn't make that mistake because he knows that he's a leader and
my thing is
men
that
and women.
I would hope that, but if he does, I don't think just because somebody makes a mistake that I'm not going to, you know.
And we make a lot of mistakes and excuses.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
So now on the show, I just want to make sure I'm clear. Now they're together. They're in a relationship.
Yeah, they're back to where they were before. He's saying basically.
Yeah, I think they're gonna now put a title on it, and that was the whole thing too. People didn't want to be held accountable for different things, so I think that's why we never want to title things, and we allow someone to drag us for 16 years and go along with their game.
Exactly. So she has to be at fault for that too. She has to as well. I mean, 16 years. I mean, you can't sit there and say, "Oh, well, he didn't give me an answer."
Right, and I didn't want it. And people always say what they don't want, and then like we were talking about earlier, then you assume your way into a relationship.
Exactly.
Let's just be open, honest. If you just want to whatever, then that's whatever. But don't get mad when you see me out with somebody else. Now you mad because
exactly.
That's what I was thinking, because this woman had to have gotten her something from somebody else. I mean, either that or she. This is a Christian
show. Can we? No, I'm joking.
From someone that wasn't a bishop. She got it from someone that wasn't a bishop.
Exactly. Right. So you know,
clean
up man or something. Speaking of the guy you see in the back, that's the cleanup guy. So don't worry about him. We're gonna keep going. But anyway, like you said. 16 years, and like on 7, what else you thought that was paramount in 7?
That's all that really stood
out. That all
out.
really stood out, because that's what I was really concerned. That really drew me to this show, is the whole aspect of, you know, Bishop, my bishop. I consider Bishop Noel Jones one of my bishops.
You keep using that pronoun a lot. My bishop.
My bishop, yeah, because, you know.
Like his bishop don't have 16 years. His bishop. So are you following your bishop?
First person. My goddamn.
Oh man. Anyway,
talk about not my bishop. Not my bishop.
Anyway, let's go to see, they're crazy. I'm just laying back and reserved, but they're going crazy. Let's go back to the wedding. Speaking of sex before marriage, well, we'll get there. Dietrich Haddon and Dominique got married. This is Dietrich Haddon's second go around in marriage, and Dominique's first. The marriage was really good. Dietrich's family came into town. Dominique's family was there. It was a beautiful wedding. Their little girl was in it. The only thing was, my bishop could not make it. He was stuck out on a tar beach in Jamaica. Bishop was in Jamaica. He was out there preaching or visiting some family members, so he couldn't make it. So they had to get Pastor Jay to do the step in where Bishop Noel Jones would have stepped in. But the wedding was really good, and I just think that finally Dietrich Haddon, and you know, my mom, I sat there, you know, during the Thanksgiving holidays watching this with my family, and my mom was like, I really believe Dietrich is a man of God, and he's going to go on with his life, and he's going to recover, from his mistake. Go ahead, Denise.
First of all, I'm glad his dad.
I love to see black, well-spoken men.
See, I don't get too many comments. I don't get too many comments on this show.
So I like to see it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, I don't get too many comments.
Ooh, they'll turn on you.
Go ahead. What you say?
I did look in your comments section one day on YouTube, and it was all like, "Jennifer's so pretty." They ain't saying nothing. A couple of people did want your number, but it was mostly, "Girl, Jennifer, what kind of hair that is?"
I know what kind of. Yeah. I know. But
Brazilian, and I'm African.
But what were you gonna say about Dietrich?
In 6, I'm gonna go back to 7.
Okay.
When his dad came, and you see how he said his dad shut him out because of
the infidelity.
being not only I'm not even gonna call it infidelity because he said he was already split from his wife, but having a baby out of wedlock, and they shut him out, and I felt like that was so like disturbing to me because this man really like felt like he had the power of God to do his son like that.
But that's the thing. There are so many people in churches who there's a
That's
way
the
of
disgusting part.
I know, but there's a way of correcting things, and they say
it's called
he
grace.
did in the
It's
end.
called grace. That's the law. He's
Yeah.
holding his son to the law. Jesus don't even hold us to the law anymore. It's about grace. So he should have grace for his.
Hey, we
his
doing
son.
the preachers of LA, man. You want to keep that down? Thank you.
But in the finale, his father did finally forgive him, and he said that meant so much to him.
Good.
But the episode before, it was really like this man really thinks, and his mom, like they are God.
But you know, they come from the Kojic background, like Pentecostal, Apostolic, some Baptist. Those are strict religions. And my parents are apostolic, so you can imagine me going home for the holidays. I'd be like, oh my God, here we go. But you know, if that's what they believe, that's what they want, and they want to be that strict. My thing is the way you judge people is how you're going to be judged in different things. So that's why I'm always saying I don't judge people. I show mercy. I show grace. And I do. And that's why I think when things come up in my life, they're not as hard because when I put that out in the universe, that's what comes back to you. And people don't realize, they think they're doing God a favor. Oh, you had a baby out of wedlock.
Church.
I know,
Get
seriously.
Out of God's church.
Get out.
Get out of
You
God's
ain't your baby.
You ain't exactly.
So but now they've come to their senses. He's married.
Good.
The dad baptized his daughter.
Would you have let your...
Nope.
Why?
Because you want to treat me like that. People get so entangled in other people's lives, and you want to live my life for me.
Yeah.
And you can't allow me to make my mistakes. I'm gonna be okay.
Exactly. I feel that way. And you know, but his family, his sister, them, they were hurt because they felt he shut him out.
Oh my God, they were real hurt. She was boohoo crying from that hurt.
She was like,
That hurt me. I'm like, for real?
yeah.
Again, we so wrapped up in other people's lives.
Yeah. But that was good for reality TV to turn it up for the camera because and as long as he's happy, that's all that matters. So Preachers of LA has ended, and we'd like to thank all of you who supported us on our follow through
Keep
this
supporting my
show.
dog.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
And hopefully season 2 will be coming out, and this cast will come back again. But I tell you, if they really want to crank this up, they need to get Tone on the next one.
He's a preacher?
He is. He's a pastor.
Oh, okay.
Pastor
What about
Tone.
Mace?
Yeah, Mason Betha.
Mason Betha.
He's not in LA. He's in Georgia, I think.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So Tone's in
LA.
Yeah, Tone is.
Oh, okay.
I think that would be cool just to have that dynamic there. But
Or they might try to go to Georgia. Who knows? They might go to Preachers of Atlanta.
They get Bishop Eddie Long.
Oh my God. Say it ain't so.
Why you did?
Creflo.
You gonna stereotype all Atlanta?
They got all they can handle if they go to Atlanta.
They
got all they
honey.
can handle.
Yeah, that would be a good.
It
You
would
know, Eddie Long, Creflo out there, Bishop Creflo. Who else out there?
She said
Mace.
Mason Betha.
Somebody had mentioned. Well, they have a lot of New Thought churches out there.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, Dr.
Okay.
Barbara King is out there in
A woman.
Hillside.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be real nice.
Are there any female preachers on one in LA?
No. Juanita Bynum, I think if she still has her churches out there, it's in Waycross. I think it's somewhere in Georgia.
But
That'd
do you
be
think
cool.
people will shy away from this after seeing this episode? Like, if they went to Georgia and asked people to join, you think people will... I
think
it
they're
a bad
businessmen
name.
and businesswomen. They want to make that
They-
money. Yeah, I don't think it get in the beginning. So many people were like, oh, they were hyped up about it because they showed the cars and all this kind of stuff, and then they got past that on the first episode to see that these people
like
really ministry. They're ministry. So I think
Shout out to Ron.
Peace. Shout out to all y'all. Thank you again for watching Dawson and Denise
And thank
TV.
you, Zahara, for joining
Thank you,
us.
Z, for
Oh,
joining
thank
us.
you so
much.
much for having me.
Yeah. So until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Rate, comment, and subscribe. All that information is below on our website. Check it out and follow us on Twitter at Dawson Denise TV.
Peace.
Peace.